Another class of naming compounds is naming acids. And naming acids comes in two varieties. The first type are acids that have no oxygen in them. Now, when we name these, I'll just give you an example of HF. The process is always the same. The first thing that you do once you identify that there's no oxygen is that you're going to start with the beginning prefix, if you will, of hydro. You're then going to take next the name of the anion, the negative ion in here, which is fluorine. And this fluorine, we're going to change its ending to -ic. And then we'll write that here. And then we're going to add the ending of acid, the name of acid. So this HF is called hydrofluoric acid. We can go the other way to figure out what the formula is from the name. And in this case, I'll start off with hydrochloric acid. And in this case, hydro is telling me that there's no oxygen in there. Chloric is going to be coming from chlorine. And then the acid indicates that I have an H in front. Now, to make sure that the formula is correct, what's the charge of hydrogen? 1 plus. What's the charge of chlorine? 1 minus. And so since they add up to 0, it tells me that this formula of hydrochloric acid is HCl. Another type of acid that we can name is a acid with oxygen. And these are slightly different. And when we name these acids with oxygen, it's all going to be based on the name of the polyatomic ion that we have. And so you have to know what that is. Now, if the polyatomic ion has an ending that is ending in 8, what we're going to do is we're going to change that ending of 8 to -ic, and then at the end we're going to add the word acid. If the polyatomic ion ends in -ite, we're going to change that ending to -ous and add the word acid at the end. For example, if I give you the name of, or the formula of C2H3O2, we know it's an acid because it's got an H in front. So we look up what C2H3O2 is. C2H3O2 is known as acetate. So what we're going to do is we're going to change that ending of 8 to -ic. And we're going to add the ending of acid. So this then becomes acetic acid. We can go in the opposite direction, and if I give you the name chlorous acid, well, the chlorous ending comes from something that ends in -ite. Okay? And so if I remove the ending of -us and put -ite back on it, it's chlorite. And what is chlorite? ClO2 1 minus. And so it has a charge of 1 minus. H, since it's an acid, H is always added. H has a charge of 1 plus. So if I combine these two, H is 1 plus, ClO2 is 1 minus, and so my formula is HClO2. And this is how you name binary acids.